Hello and welcome, I'm Tandy. Today we're going to be playing Rakdos Vampires, the breakout deck from Pro Tour Karlov. This deck was played by Team Channel Fireball and put 2 members into the top 8, including the eventual winner, Seth Manfield. And I think that this deck is quite strong. And today we're going to be playing it through League, and I'll kind of go over why the deck is good and how I think it might change in the future. In the next couple updates. So let's start with the reason why that this deck is special, and that is specifically this 3-cost Planeswalker here, Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. This 3-cost Planeswalker is one of the better 3-cost Planeswalkers that exist in Magic, but it is very specific to the vampire creature type, and so it's only as strong as the vampires that surround it. And now they have made all sorts of vampires in the past few years that are expensive and multicolored. They had like Galta and Maverin, which was like a combination giant dickhead that you could cheat into play. But the problem is when you cheat into play, it doesn't really do anything on that turn, so your opponent can kill it. And when it attacks, it doesn't actually even win the game either. It's also impossible to cast if you're playing it in like a mono black deck or a black red deck because it's green white and 8 or something. It's just an insane amount of mana. And what this deck is trying to do is it's choosing the new card Vein Ripper, the 6-cost vampire that's large with a very good ward ability and a very good static ability, and is putting that into a mid-range interactive shell. And so basically we have Sorin minus Vein Ripper as a potential turn 3 play to accelerate our clock in matchups where we do need to have a faster clock. But it's also just giving us a top end that has a way to cheat it into play, but we can still just cast it as the game goes long. And that's, to me, is the big selling point for this deck, is that Vein Ripper is just an easily playable 6-mana card. We've been playing 6-mana cards a lot in Magic and throughout the history of the game, and Vein Ripper is just one you can just cast. And the fact that you can cheat into play with Sorin is also quite strong. The ward on it's nuts. I can't stress how good the ward is on Vein Ripper. Your opponent needing a creature is kind of tough. Them needing a creature and removal spell is really tough. And needing a creature and a removal spell, and you can kind of blanket with a bunch of your own removal, makes it kind of a nightmare most of the time. It seems like it's not that good of a clock. It's only a 6/5 flyer. It can be chump blocked, whatever. But what ends up happening a lot of times is you just like kill a blocker, attack, and all of a sudden half their life is gone. And then if they go for the ward ability, they have to sack another creature. That's 2 more life. And then maybe you just kill them with Mutavaults or Sorin pluses or whatever. The other big addition to this deck, I think, was Dust Legion Zealot. Now, this is not normally a card that is stellar. It is a role player. And Dust Legion Zealot comes down, draws a card, but it's fodder for Sorin's throw ability, where you can throw a vampire and deal 3. It can crew Smuggler's Copter, which is also nice. And it's just a vampire that costs 2 and does a lot of stuff. And the fact that we just need fuel for Sorin just makes it solid, I think. The game goes long, you're low on life, you can pitch it to Fable the Mirror Breaker, but I was very impressed by Dust Legion Zealot, and I think that it's one of the reasons why the deck was so good. If I'm not mistaken, I think Seth Manfield went down to 2 Dust Legion Zealot, played some other stuff instead. It's reasonable. He was a little light on vampires, but I think that it's still fine. He has plenty. The rest of the deck is normal fare that we've seen from Rakdos before. Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Smuggler's Copter, Bloodtithe Harvester. The fact that Harvester is a vampire, I think, adds a lot to the vampire sub-theme of the strategy. We have Bloodtithe Harvester that works nicely with Sorin in multiple ways. The blood tokens work with Fatal Push. The backside of Fables work well with Harvester. Harvesters work well in conjunction with each other to kill larger creatures. Harvester works well with Vein Ripper to kill something and drain them for an extra 2 with the sacrifice effect. The last card in the deck that really needs to be talked about is Preacher of the Schism. This has been, in my opinion, the best 3-drop in Standard for a few months. I think that this is the reason to play black in Standard. And it's been slowly bleeding into Pioneer, and the fact that we basically get to play this really powerful card because it has synergy with some of our other cards just makes me very happy. I'm very excited to get to play it. The mana base, a lot of black-red duels. The standout lands are going to be 4 copies of Mutavault. This can be a little awkward with Bloodtithe Harvester, but our deck is mostly light on the colored pips. We have 3 Cavernous Souls in conjunction with Metal Vault. Cavernous Souls can be a little wonky. I might at some point suggest going down to 2 or 3 Metal Vaults and 2 Cavernous Souls to compensate. Once Blue Eye Control kind of falls off in terms of popularity, we don't need as many Cavernous Souls. Sideboard, Leyline of the Void, big sideboard card against Is a Phoenix. I watched it do some serious work. 1 copy of Shieldred. This is a card that Seth had main deck as a 1-of over one of the Dust Legion Zealots. 2 Path of Peril, 1 Kalidas Trader of Get, 1 Liliana of the Veil. This one's a nice one. A 2nd Bitter Triumph to go with the 1 in the main for a little extra spot removal. Couple copies of Duress to go with the 5 discard main against the control and combo decks. And then lastly, since Lotus Field is a tough matchup, 3 copies of Damning Sphere. This is Rakdos Vampires. This one's Sam Parties from Pro Tour Karlov. Let's play League. Alright. Lead off with Thoughtseize. Alright, definitely take the Horde Master. Skirk Prospector is dog shit without it. This is going to be an easy game, I think. Our opponent could draw out of it, so I don't want to say that they're dead or nothing like that, but that's a pretty bad hand, and the Thoughtseize taking the Horde Master makes it much safer for me. And now we can go for Dust Legion Zealots, and then next turn we can Fable and then discard the extra Thoughtseizes. They're just going to play their card out every turn, I think. This is definitely a type of matchup where Vein Ripper's good. They just drew 2 more lands and conceded. Thoughtseize! Am I right, gamers? Alright, let's go for Kalidas. I'm going to get some Shieldred for some life gain, a little bit more removal, and some Path of Perils. I don't like Lily. I don't like the Duress. I love the pushes and seizes. I think Copter being a flyer is okay, but I think because we're going to move into a very defensive mode, I'm going to trim the 2 Copters and probably 2 Dust Legion Zealots. I like the Dust Legion as something to toss, but I think with Path of Peril, we just got to kind of remove some of that from our deck. Now, you could make an argument to keep in all that stuff and then remove some of the, like, Sorin Vein Ripper stuff because it's a little cheeky. But I think in this matchup, you kind of have to be a little cheeky. We're going to keep a hand with double Blood Tithe. We have the turn 3 Vein Ripper as well. Flactite Stalker. That's not one I've seen so far in Vampires. Two Zoetic Fable Split and Gleeful Demo. I don't like the Gleeful Demo variant, and I definitely would not play either Zoetic or Fable in that variant. I think that you would benefit a lot from reading what I have to say about it. So I'll just say that. That's all I'm going to say about it, though. It's only $5, man. I don't know what to tell you. Another Stalactite Stalker. If they buff and attack, guess we'll just trade with the Battlecry Goblin. Or maybe I can block the token since it's a 1. And then we're going to gain some life back when we go for the Vein Ripper. Thanks, Otaku. I appreciate it. Are you excited about the post-PT format? I mean, this is the deck, right? But I think it's just the best version of Rakdos. I've, like, not seen one that was remotely close to as good. I actually thought that going into Inti Copter was a reverse move for Rakdos. I felt like they were going in the wrong direction. Alright, we'll go for a Shieldred here. I think Shieldred plus Vein Ripper is just, like, way too much for them. But this is why the Vein Ripper stuff's good, because it allows you to take out the trash. We get a bunch of free wins from just Sorin minus. And the trick is making the Sorin good on its own, which you do with Dust Legion. I don't think we can mulligan every hand without a 1, but it feels bad to keep hands without a 1. Push or Thoughtseize. Knowing perfect information about our opponent's deck would also be helpful, because then we can know if we have to keep hands that don't have Fatal Push or whatever. That's one really important thing that people need to understand about the Pro Tour and regional championships is decks with Fatal Push in them become significantly better because you just get to know whether or not your opponent has a 1-drop creature that you have to keep Fatal Push for. When Mono Green Devotion was everywhere in the format, it was pretty common to just say that you should never side it out. Or sorry, you should never keep a hand without Fatal Push or whatever. But that's just not true. Not true in today's meta. All right, let's see if they go for holding up Spell Pierce or if they tap out for something. All right, Impulse is fine. I think I have to go for Sorin next turn. Okay, well, if they go for the Arclight Phoenix, I'm just going to go for it because I have a backup Sorin. Seth played around it, but I think the Sorin makes, or the Ledger Shredder makes it so I don't have the luxury to play around it. We could have betted with Fable, but it's unlikely to have the second Pierce for the second Sorin anyway, and if they don't have the... Alright, so, opponents played some stuff. Let's see if they... I don't know if they have the axe in hand or not. We're so back. Alright, so axe is going to take down a thing. They'll probably sack the bird. Sorin's going to die. We can go Zealot plus Fable and then very likely play Vein Ripper on the turn after. Let's go Dust Legion. They get a Shredder. But we're still at a decently high life total thanks to the life gain from the Vein Ripper. Everything looks good though. Everything's running smooth. Sorry about the tech difficulties, chat. Alright, so we got birded. The bird is the word. Yeah, I don't know. OBS is dying. So Vein Ripper doesn't do anything. I think we're just dead. I think we needed to draw like a Fatal Push and go Vein Ripper, attack, Fatal Push. But I don't even know if that was enough. Block 1, kill 1, take 6, gain 6. Yeah. Alright, well, they were on the play. They had Spell Pierce for my first one. Not much we can do. Bring in some dresses. I like the 4-drops quite a bit. I don't like the Lily. I don't like the Bitter Triumph. Preachers are okay. We can kind of overload them. Copter is pretty weak. Just gets popped for 1 mana a bunch. We're going to trim a little bit of our cheeky shit. I'm going to trim 1 Vein and 1 Sorin. A couple of the Dusks and the Copters fit the ley lines and the extra discard spells and the 4-drops in. Basically, the 4-drops are coming in over the Sorin and the Vein, and then the discard spells are coming in over the Copters. We're just moving away from being more aggressive to try to steal their treasure cruises and such from them. Maybe this is wrong, though. Alright, I apologize for the OBS crashing. I don't really know what's going on. It's twice now it's broken. And it was not my internet, it was OBS. I don't know if it's overheating or what. I don't know. I don't know how that's possible. I'll try to turn it on and off again. Not particularly. Guess I'll just say Crackling Drake because it's terrifying. You don't see anything? Try refreshing. All right, well, we got it again. Mr. Bibbs, thanks for the prime sub, Mr. Bibbs. Oh, thanks for that prime sub. I appreciate you. Mine actually comes up in a day or two. I'm gonna go over to Spike Stream, drop it there. I always watch them in the morning. All right, chat. How likely is it, do you think, that they have it? The Spell Pierce. The dirty, dirty Spell Pierce. It's too strong to let it sit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, chat. Why would you play 4 of both when you can play 3 of both? Have the same outcome. Picking some locks. Plus the axe. That's fine. That's a lot of resources. A lot of resources going to kill this Vein Ripper. And they sack as well. The fact that Vein Ripper triggers when it dies too is so cracked. Land would be nuts so we can get shouldered down. Alright, well. I'm going to just plus. T-Kit, thanks for the follow. Alright, so free the Fae. They find Brazy Bee. Consider. Alright, they have a Steam Vent, so they need basically removal so they can shock, kill something. But that does let them get back Phoenix. Alright, so the Phoenix basically has to play defense. And so... Turn off auto yield. Sorin, this has to play defense because we have 7 power in play. So let's go for pop this. Look for Vampire. We found. Alright, well. Sorin into Vein Ripper certainly feels pretty good. Song's a bop. I agree. I like this one quite a bit. Alright, they have multiple Brazy Bees, so it's going to make these ley lines a bit worse, but we're going to force them to have the Brazy Bees. Nice. Keep. We definitely want to draw a colored mana source here, but I think we keep Fable, or Leyline Fable lands. Was this Vampire deck on any radar before this last weekend? Not in a serious way. Good draw. We're probably going to have to take 2 from this at some point, so let's just go ahead and do it. Well, Andrew, I don't know if you know this, but the card that made the deck so good was printed in the most recent set. So my guess would be that it's not very likely, but that doesn't mean that it's 0. Discard a cruise. All right, so we'll play another Blood Tithe and use it to kill the bird. I have not, Soma, but I did see somebody talking about it today. All right, so we'll play another Blood Tithe Harvester so we can use the first one to kill Ledger Shredder. And then we'll say go. And then next turn, we can maybe get Kalitas down, but Kalitas plus Leyline's a little bit awkward. I don't think it works. But it's all Mason's Post, yeah. I mean, maybe they just end up splashing green for pick your poison. Leyline makes me feel very safe. I'll say that. Axe pitch consider. Sure. They're going to grow. We get the Kalitas down, though. It's going to be kind of hard for them to kill it. Picklock Prankster is a discard. So they probably have another Picklock Prankster, and they're probably going to do that as their last thing on my end step. There's some chance they have Negate or Spell Pierce, but we're not really playing into Spell Pierce at all. I do think Kalitas here is fine. Just the lifelink is pretty solid. They petty theft the Kalitas instead of the Leyline. Alright, so they're going to go for the Brazy Bee kill. Ooh, no. Crackling Drake kill. Scary. Alright, well. It's not now or never, but it's getting close. See what their last card is. Phoenix. Lol. It was a good find. I should have waited till their turn, though. Pop the other blood token. That way they didn't get a loot. They discarded Cruise, kept Phoenix. Oh, that's true too, Mr. Bips. I'm not sure why they're main phasing this. Oh, because they drew sleight of hand or something? I don't understand. So we have to find Fatal Push off of the blood token. Guess Thoughtseize is not quite good enough. Oh, that's kind of cool, Soma. I actually think that card might just be good. GG. Playing against Lavunga. Pro Tour champion. Lead with Blood Crypt. No one drops again. What's this? Not having Thoughtseize in my opener? Shit. Thoughtseize in your opener is cracked. Looking on a red black sack? How could he be? It's in such a bad spot. Larson was in the same boat. Him and Larson, I think, both switched to Amalia. This is probably Amalia. No one plays Overgrown Teams type Amalia. I think we're in trouble, chat. I'll play Copter. You can make an argument for Dust Legion to just try to draw into removal Thoughtseize, things like that, so that our next turn is a little more easy to plan. Because now we are basically locked into playing Dust Legion next turn to give us 2 looks for removal, which I think is fine. All right, let's Thoughtseize and see what's up. If they're going to Coco, but we get more information about what to do, and if they go for Amalia, if they hit Amalia combo, then we can chill. Not attack with a Copter, maybe. Crime's been committed, yeah. I'm really not happy about the nomenclature. The commit crime shit, the murder shit, they're just like taking things that the algorithm doesn't like and making us use it, which I really dislike. What's the best deck to start the format with? Honestly, this Rakdos Vampire deck's kind of fucking fun and good. And it's not overly complicated either. The unique is Dina. But maybe it should be Wild Growth so I can try to sweat through them. We're going to attack because I need to loot. Let's pitch one of our extra lands. I drew Forest, so now they're going to Besage my Copter. The Copter is no longer viable. We can force them to do it so we get the extra land, though. That's probably fine. Alright, we get Swamp. Play Preacher. And I guess I don't really think they're going to attack. So I'm going to hold up Fatal Push in case they go for Amalia. Although Amalia doesn't immediately attack me. Maybe it's just Dust Legion, though. Like, we already have Vein Ripper locked up next turn. They can't attack me with Amalia this turn, so I think let's just tap out to play this. Next turn, we might cheat the Vein Ripper into play so we can hold up push. Another Wild Growth, kind of a dogshit play. Another reason why taking the Dina matters, because all the lifelink stuff starts to suck. Alright, let's go minus. Let's put Vein Ripper into play. And now we have Fatal Push up. I'm going to attack. We get a 1/1. It has Death Touch. We don't really care about the voice token. They have a pretty big incentive to just take it, also. Another voice. Alright. Alright, here go. And now the Fatal Push just keeps the Amalia from comboing us, so I think we're just fine. Part of me wants to send in with the Mutavolts. Let's go plus sack a Vampire. Alright. So I'm definitely attacking with these two and these two. Now the question is, do I attack with these two as well? I think the answer is yes. I think it's just too much damage. Pushing damage with Vein Ripper. We might be able to just kill them as well. Get to draw a card now too, because we're ahead on life. Maybe I should have pushed this so they had fewer blockers. I'm being honest, I thought I was going to get another blocker, but that's fine. We're going to 3. All right, here we go. Well, that was lucky. Path of Peril coming in. Lead coming in. Bitter Triumph. The rest can go. Thoughtseize is good. I think whenever Path of Peril comes in, some Dust Legion's coming out. Copter seems fine. Preacher seems good. The Imperious Vein Ripper stuff is necessary, I think. So maybe it's 3 Dust Legion, 2 Copter, and we just become way more defensive. I think that's fine. I think cutting Copter against creature decks makes a lot of sense because we're just wanting to hold back Preacher and Harvester, to block instead of crewing and attacking. The Copter is great for fixing floods and stuff, though. If they play Amalia, what do you push? You push the Amalia with the first triggers on the stack. So they don't get any explorers. We'll keep. This hand's okay. I might push something on 1 just to slow down their stuff. Luckily, I don't have to choose. Oh, you're welcome. Helicopter's a way to find the combo faster. Yeah, but it's way more about like attrition in this matchup than it is about finding the combo. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just push this now. I also think that maybe we want to play a Torture Tower in the main. Like having that extra piece of removal seems solid. We'll go ahead and get Blood Tithe Harvester down so we can go for second Blood Tithe Harvester into activate to kill a Wild Growth. I do like Deep Cavern Bat in the Amalia deck, though, at least in the board. Alright, so they shocked with the Temple Garden. Kind of curious what they're going to play this turn. Distraction Specialist, tilt. Alright. What a Thoughtseize. It's a pretty weak use of my mana. I might use the Blood Token, though. A couple Skyclave Apparitions. Alright, let's take a Wild Growth Walker. I'm going to kill the bat and get my Dust Watch back and play it. So now they have 2 Skyclaves, which are not very good against my deck in general. Because I like, I don't know. It's just not very good against my deck. It's fine. They want to eat this, that's fine. It's not horrible, right? But it leaves behind creatures, and they can't really attack with it. Like, I'm going to play the Blood Tithe and a Mutavault. At the Poggies? Yeah, it looks kind of shitty now, though. Alright, if they attack with Skyclave, I'll block, but if they attack with just Extraction Specialist, I might not. I'm also not sold that this is the best sweeper over Brotherhood's End or whatever. They know about this. I think I just take it. I'm going to pitch the path. Alright, now we're just going to hold up Hive or Mutavault block. New treasure for Cleve, yeah. We don't really have too many, just the fables. Alright, well, I'm gonna activate this, I guess. I don't get my thing back, so it doesn't really matter which one I block. It's just a 2/2. Am I getting Wandering Emperor? Ganja tilt. Alright, and I'm light on the Vein Ripper now too. I guess we got 2 blockers. We're not dead. We're not dead. That was a good draw. That was a good draw. Right, here you go. Alright, let's go Blood, Pitch, Vein Ripper. Let's go for Fatal Push on this one. Get a 2/2. I'll block. Yeah, ironically, actually good Whiplash on this playlist. Pum Daddy, I have very good musical tastes. Alright, pay the 3 life and kill this one too, I think. Land would be nice. This is fine too. They have made a light mistake here. Dead to a lot of stuff. I'm going to just attack. I have a feeling they have nothing, and I think I can beat only nothing in hand. And 4 damage here is not nothing. It's important. Taylor Swift's new MJ? No, The Weeknd's a new MJ. The Weeknd is easily the new MJ. Taylor Swift's the new, like, Whitney Houston or whatever. Maybe she's the new Janet Jackson. Maybe she's her own thing. It's okay to be your own thing. Alright, land here for Vein Ripper so that we can actually start chewing them up. Would be real sick. Sorin will do it, I guess. Let's go minus. If they have Cord, they can Cord here for Deep Cavern Bat and take my Vein Ripper from me. That'd be kind of interesting. I would probably discard the Blood. Although I guess no. They would take it. I would probably let it resolve, then maybe get it back with Blood Tithe. I don't know. Weekend's cover of Dirt Dyna is crazy good. I mean, Weeknd is probably the most talented musical artist on the planet. I'm going to minus on this to gain some life to put me out of harm's reach. They're going to Cord. So they did have the Cord for the bat and they chose not. Interesting. All right, see what they get. Because it could be Amalia, and then they just hope to draw Wild Growth, Amalia, or Tutor. Top card. Return to the ranks. Sheesh. All right, we're dead. That's funny. I wonder if I should board in the frickin'. I don't think I should Leyline of the Void them. I think it's okay to compare new artists to older ones, right? At a pump soul to draw the game. Yeah, give me some monstrous rages. All right. Keep this one. We're going to play this on Vampire. I'm not sure. I think this might need to be on Red. So we'll see how the first couple turns go. But I want to play the Harvester on 2, so I'm going to play this on Vampire as our first play. All right, let's go Red so we can Fable next turn. Pathways screwed me over, but Cavernon Vampire is kind of good here. It's a good end, good draw. All right, Lunar going to go to the grave almost assuredly. You see what you want to see. Go ahead and kill the Lunark Veteran. Can't kill the Amalia with it. Don't have black mana for the Bitter Triumph. Could have played Preacher instead of the Fable, but I'm not really afraid of getting attacked for 3 damage a couple times or whatever. I certainly didn't know who The Weeknd was 10 years ago. Sure should know who he is now. Wonder what his net worth is. I'm gonna look it up. $300 million. That's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so they don't have a land. This is whenever something leaves, so this isn't a scary part of the combo. All right, we're gonna go attack. Before damage, we're gonna Bitter Triumph, pay through life, kill the Amalia. And then we're gonna play the Preacher. So we have to pay 6 to kill her. Awkward. I think discarding the Sorin was right there. Just because we didn't have the mana to cast it, really. And we didn't have a Vein Ripper when we did it. We draw a land next turn, we can go land attack, play the Vein Ripper. Oh, you should listen to more, Cam. He's good, man. He's real good. He's good in a a nice way, like a soulful way too. Like actually extremely talented. All right, let's attack with both. We'll get a 1/1. I think I'm going to play Path of Peril. I should have done this before I attacked, I think. Oh, I couldn't. Needed the black. I guess I should have done it. Let's see, Path of Peril would have killed my Mutavault too, so I guess I did everything okay. All right, we're going to attack and get a couple 1/1s. We're going to play the Mutavault, but we still need another land to be able to play the Vein Ripper. If they do something that I desperately want to interact with, we will be okay discarding the Vein Ripper. Next turn, we'll get to draw 2 off the Preachers. Oh, that's fair. I know you used to always like. I know that I know some of your musical tastes from when we hung out. I think you would enjoy him. Not everything, obviously. His like ballad shit sucks. I don't know. One of the newer songs on the radio is about how he likes being a cuck or whatever. It's very gross. Like, don't tell me if you're gonna cheat on me. It's like, come on, man. Have a little more self-respect. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like you remember TLC's Creep? It's like I'm gonna creep on you first before you creep on me. It's kind of like that, but it's like if you creep on me, don't fucking tell me. But it's like it's really weird. I really don't like the song. All right, Luminous Phantom. All right, I'm not gonna pop the blood. See if we draw the land. All right, let's just swing with the two preachers. Draw two, lose two. All right, next turn we can play a Vein Ripper before attacks, and then I think our attacks are lethal no matter what. We have Bitter Triumph to protect from Amalia. Okay, I think they're gonna go for bring back Amalia, so I'm gonna just we kill the Wild Growth Walker here, and they go land, get back Amalia. I guess whenever they are done with their thing, I can wait for the first Wild Growth Walker trigger to go on, and then Bitter Triumph. I wanted to stop the ability to play the Convoke spell, but if they have a land and I do this before, then I'm in a lot of trouble. But all right, so we can go Bitter Triumph, just pay 3 life, kill this. They get 1 Explorer. Is there anything that punishes me for that, really? I can let a Molly come in, put a life gain on the stack, and then kill Molly instead. That's probably better. 'Cause they won't get the Explore ability for the land. Gotta be careful with paying a bunch of life with Bitter Triumph and Amalia. I guess they're not even in lethal territory. I pitch one of the Vein Rippers. Which is pretty good. Which is lethal now. Wait, is it? Am I messing up? Is it just it's just animate the 2 Mutavaults. I'm being too cheeky. Animate both Mutavaults. Push your thing attack. They go to 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, my friend, I'm lonely too. Almost through, chat. Alright, I'm gonna keep this 5. I'm gonna put back a Vein Ripper and a Preacher, and we're just gonna go discard Sorin. And I hope that is discard Sorin. You know, we just hope we draw land. Not a lot we can do. Haunted Cloak, Barricade Breaker. What the fuck? Improvised deck. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna take the payoff. Deck's really good in Vintage. Again, it's very good when there's artifacts to steal. If they put Dark Fate in Standard, it would not dominate Standard because artifacts are not a focal point in Standard. I've literally never seen this card before. And I've played with Improvise a decent amount. I didn't draw a land, but we did draw a Dust Legion Zealot. So if we draw a land, we are a little bit closer to the Vein Ripper. We took a wedding, they drew another wedding. Land would be nice. Nice. We got there. Let's see if our Mold of 5 can close it out before they do anything super strong. They can put the haste thing in play now, or they can Portable Hole, but Portable Hole is nothing. Sorin! Let's hope we don't get Metallic Rebuke. Metallic Rebuke would have been vomit-inducing. Here's the Vein Ripper. Now we have that plus Meat Vault. If they play a creature of some kind, we can throw the Meat Vault at it. If not, we'll just plus Vein Ripper attack for 7-ish. Alright, here's the Cloak. 3, 4, 5, 6. Metal or Colossus costs 6 less, but that's not castable this turn. Might be castable next turn, though. Alright, I think I pumped the Vein Ripper because I gain more life, and it's harder to kill. And then if they don't play anything next turn defensively, they are dead to sacrificing the Vein Ripper to Sorin with the attack. This doesn't grant flying, gives Vigilance, Trample, Haste, so they could hit us with a big boy. This can gain some life. Draw a card. Try 2. Interesting. Tandy Trail something I haven't played with yet. Seems kind of cool. It's like a... I don't know. Doesn't draw a card unless you pay the 3 mana. So it's not quite as good as like Omen of the Sea or whatever. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, so this is exactly lethal with the Sorin here. See if we connect. Alright, so we'll 2 from the Vein Ripper, 3 from the Sorin, and then we still have another 5 damage from the Sorin and the Vein Ripper. Should they have a way to gain like 2 life here or something? Alright, Mold of 4, easy win. Duress coming in. Liliana of the Veil coming in. Better Triumph coming in. I like this Smuggler's Copters here quite a bit. The Fatal Pushes, I think, are going to be bad. We're probably going to swap these for these. Could make an argument, I think, for Shieldred, because they have a lot of things to say. Draw a card. We can trim a Preacher. I think that's fine. So glad Sorin won the PT. I picked up an oversized Sorin a couple years back at a GP. People were making fun of me for getting a bad card. Oh, yeah. Now you could probably sell it for $1,000. Anybody want... How much does someone want to give me $1,000 for this Tyvar Jubilant Brawler oversized token? Probably not. It's okay. I wouldn't sell it for $1,000 anyway. Hang up next year, Mox Tantalite. Now, I'll make fun of you for Mox Tantalite. I'll make fun of you for Mox Tantalite. Alright, Thoughtseize here are going to hopefully slow things down. We need another land for the Sorin, but otherwise our hand's quite good. Tantalite has insane art? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I don't care about artwork so much as cool cards, and cool card plus cool artwork is always a big plus plus. Well, we haven't done it yet. We haven't curved out yet. Don't, hold your horses or whatever. Gleness Cranes and Dust Rose Reliquary. So we need to take a Dust Rose and hope the Gleness Crane bricks. The fact that Gleness Crane is not an artifact itself makes it significantly worse. They really learned their lesson with that in Picklock Prankster. Go for the Kapta. Next turn we can go Sorin minus Swang on them. We'll lose our Sorin, but we have a backup, and Honestly, it's not even that big of a deal. Crane. A Candy Trail they can play. They're pretty far away from playing a big boy. And Vein Ripper plus Sorin plus is a lot of free life in the face of getting hit for 10 or 11 or however big Metalwork Colossus is. All right, Sorin comes down, put in the Rip Out. Now the question is, do we attack? And I think the answer is yes. We just want to push them closer and closer to death. And if they want to kill my Sorin again, I have another one, so I'm not too upset about it. We're going to probably discard the Swamp. That's why we played the Blood Crypt over it. Is there a way to get an Empty Joe super cheap and play for free? It's not free to play. Not really. I do have a Mana Traders coupon code that I can give you. I think it's updated. Check that. But you can go to manatraders.com, use that code. Hopefully, it gets you a good discount for your first couple months. All right, so they're holding everything back. All right, so we can go crew. All right, turn on Mutavault, crew copter. No, that's not right. I think we float. And we'll sack the Mutavault, kill a Gluttonous Crane, and then we'll play Fable and crew copter, and then attack. I'll play my second red source here. Surprised they didn't send at the Bloodlord. I guess they're just afraid of dying, which, you know, I would be afraid of Vein Ripper. It's very scary. Oh, you're welcome, Captain. It's just an affiliate code, so I don't promote them that much on stream, but they've been kind to me over the years, and they do give me a free borrow service, or free account, which has been integral to making content on Magic Online. I appreciate them. And I've had very few problems over the 6 years or 7 years I've used them. And I used them before they sponsored me. I thought it was a good idea. And I thought that Magic Online would steal the idea for themselves and just become a, you know, World of Warcraft style thing where you pay a monthly fee or whatever. But this matchup looks like it's pretty good for us. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I guess they're dead. Yeah, they kind of do, but they didn't lean into it. All right, so Harvester, we'll use that to crew copter and then throw it at face. I guess technically we should plus this first and then hold priority. Not that it matters. All they have very little up. They have a treasure and a Moonsnare prototype. But they can't actually get the Vein Ripper off the table. And gain some life, but that's not enough. You can even play another Sorin. Alright, GG. Alright, we'll keep this hand. No Gambas. Alright, that's fine. Overgrown Tomb tap. So probably another Amalia. You drew a black source. That's great. But Thoughtseize. Hordes, wild growths. We take wild growth. I don't really want to take wild growth, so I'm gonna take cord. So if we draw another discard spell, we can take the other cord. I don't really want to push wild growth walker, but I might do it. How goes Ripper? Hearsay? What's up, man? Sapper, thanks for the follow. Ripper's been great. Deck's been good. 3-1 so far. We lost to... I don't even remember. Amalia? No. What did we lose to? I forgot. So they drew a white source. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna go and pop it so their chords are worse. They can go Lunark plus Takanuma, but not really that big of a deal. I'll play Fable next turn, probably. I'm gonna play Preacher. Since we're both at 18. Maybe I should have Thoughtseize because it's going to become dead soon. They can chord for 1. They didn't play a land. So I guess maybe Thoughtseize here is going to be good. Attack for 2 and see what they do. My gut says Thoughtseize Fable. Maybe it's actually Sorin throw this at Prosperous Innkeeper and then Fatal Push. That's so aggressive. But I really don't want him to chord. I want to snag the chord from hand. All right, this is a weird one, but I'm going to do this. Let's go Vampire. We're going to kill the Innkeeper. Oh, I didn't know this was a vampire. I'm stupid. I should have sacked this. That's something that I just have inexperience with the deck. I actually talked about it earlier, and I just forgot that it made vampire tokens. In my brain, they were just 1/1 humans for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Pretty big mistake. But now we get to Thoughtseize the chord, and this is what I wanted. I wanted to get them to not... Oh, they have another chord. Dang. All right. But they're pretty low in resources, but so are we. We have Fable, though, for next turn. We lost to Phoenix, that's right. We had a not very close game against Phoenix, honestly. Alright, so they're going to go get Amalia. Upcard Razor Verge, okay. They did it on upkeep. They get to draw a rando. Alright, so let's go plus attack Vampire, kill Amalia. We'll definitely pay the 3 life. Now we'll go Vampire again. We'll go red and black. This band's called Le Tigre. If anyone has if anyone likes music a bunch, Le Tigre is great. So give them a look. Alright, so this should be the last spell. Their hand is a land. Top cards return to the ranks. So we are probably fucked. We can eat Wild Growth Walker with Hive and kill the Amalia as well. Return to the ranks. All right, let's go for a Hive activate. Swing with these two. No, I don't want to give them a free Note Scout. Come back. They're going to gain a lot of life. A double block here makes some sense, because then they can just return to the ranks more stuff next turn. But I had to get the Wild Growth out of the grave. Maybe I should have plussed on the... I don't know. Kill both. Alright, so if I kill the Amalia, they can only do it for 3. They get back Amalia Lunarch Sinnoh or Amalia Lunarch Prosperous, something like that. And I think I just do this. But now they get back, what? Innkeeper, Sinnoh, Lunarch. They get to gain like 6 life, something like that. Yeah, there was Adam. I thought about it, but just autopilot. It was not considered very, very long. All right, they're going to go up a bunch of life, explore a bunch. They have Beseiju, Temple. I can play the Temple here. Molly's a 6/6. They can blow up my Fable. Free range Biscuit, thanks to follow. I'll play another Fable here. I'm going to attack. All right, so they're going to Beseiju my Reflection here. I'm going to go get a land. And I have the option to Blood plus Fatal Push if I can draw it. All right. Go get a land. Gonna get a Swamp. What's up, Weasel? All right, Luminous from the grave. That's fine. Amalia's gonna get big. Voice, probably Graveyard. Yeah, they just want another Return of the Ranks. The Lunarch Veteran's pretty good too. Lets them kind of keep going. All right, I'm going to do this. I need to draw Fatal Push pretty quick here. Well, now I wish I'd done that on my turn. Dina? Uh-oh. Dina's scary. Maybe they'll keep it on top. Thin Ball coming at ya. We're going to block with a Goblin. I wonder if they send with more stuff. We're blocking no matter what. Sorin's just better than a Goblin. I'm going to discard the land. If we draw another land, we'll just play Ripper. That sucks. Alright, let's go... Attack with both. I'm going to play the Ripper off of the treasure. And then I'm going to probably throw the Blood Tithe Harvester at something. Maybe the attack was bad. Amalia. Seems like they're just very content with keeping the Amalia on top. Or the Dina on top, rather. Alright, and then we'll throw the Blood Tithe Harvester at the Prosperous Innkeeper, I guess. And then wherever Amalia goes, we just let it go. Base is fine. Fierce Bloodlord's fine. He's so big. I really think that they should have been looking for another Return of the Ranks, but maybe they're only playing one. I'm going to hold this, I think. I guess I need to play it. 2 Blood Tides gone already. 2 Fables gone already. If I draw another Vein Ripper, I want to be able to play it without much effort. I guess I can attack with the Goblin, but I might need to hold back the Goblin to chump block the Amalia. Alright. Dina's going to drain me for a little bit, but it's not infinite or anything. They can sack the Lunarch Veteran and then bring it back from the graveyard, though. Alright, they're going 14 face. Alright, that's fine. Nitram, thanks for the follow. Free Range Biscuits, again, thanks for the follow. Appreciate y'all. The subs today have been nice. Stu, Mr. Bips, and T-Kit. Appreciate y'all. If you have a Prime sub lying around, you'd like to help me out, I'd appreciate it. But obviously, don't break the bank if you don't gotta. All right, so they're going to keep Coco on top. We're probably in some trouble. Fourteen face, that's fine. I mean, I'm at 29, man. I don't know. All right, so we're going to play Preacher. So we can put it on the Ripper and attack for 7, gain 7. Or I can throw the Preacher at the Dina. I guess throwing the Preacher at the Dina doesn't matter because if they hit Wild Growth, we're dead. And the Coco next turn is just going to get a lot of looks. Maybe it matters. They do gain a lot of life, but it's with Collector Company on top. There's nothing to make them go infinites. Oh, whoops. Just naturally got to 20. I've never seen it naturally get to 20 before. I just forgot that they did that. That's funny. All right, Bitter Triumph, Path of Peril, and Kalidas coming in. And then I think this is a Trim Copter and Trim Dust Legion matchup. The dress is okay. They have Quite a few hits early that matter. Maybe we should cut one, though. Leave 3 Dust Legion. It's probably better. Not being able to find a push for the Amalia sucked. How to Green Black go? We got squashed by the Rakdos build and by Amalia. No Leyline. I think only stopping Return of the Ranks makes it weak, but definitely down to hear a sideboard plan that involves Leyline, and I would love to talk about it. But I have not figured out one where it should come in, and since it only stops Return of the Ranks, I just don't think it's that necessary. All right, this is a pretty good opener. Got a really nice curve and a removal spell. All right, tapped land is great news. No one drop is always great for me there. So now we can go Ripper into activate Harvester next turn. Get some serious drain on. If it's Wild Growth Walker, that doesn't work. And I'll just attack instead. Okay, this is fine. Hook on top. Keeping it. They're pretty far off from it, so I'm very happy that they're keeping it. I don't think it's going to do that much here for them. All right, so let's go Sorin minus. I might kill the Snow Scout just to restrict their raw amount of stuff that they have. Plus, attack allows them to trade, and I'd rather just not give them the option when I could just guarantee the trade. And it just restricts their chords and other things. All right, so let's go animate this. We play this Mutavault. We know that this is the summoning signal. We'll plus to deal 3 to the Emollient. All right, smack ya. We're like very close to just killing them here, even. I don't know. Oh, I guess I actually had lethal. I could have pushed it instead and then thrown Mutavault at face instead of at the Amalia. So I actually had lethal. I missed. That was my bad. I've never seen turn 4 lethal in this deck, but it's possible. Right there, it was possible. Turn 3 Vein Ripper, huh? Pretty good. Might have to see old Crackling Doom come back, chat. Old Crackling Doom. Dex Baller, it's very good. It's like Rakdos mid with a cherry on top. All right, we're going to keep this and hope Path of Peril squishes them. Yeah, Rakdos mid with a nut draw. That's exactly right. Rakdos mid with something scary on top instead of nothing. All right, we'll go ahead and kill the Selfless Savior since it's going to protect something later anyway. All right, we'll play another Hive just to make sure our lands are untapped. We can't do anything with the mana. I don't think it's worth playing the Mutavault to protect one life because it'll make Hive enter tapped later. We'll go Black Cleave, Preacher next turn. Wow, they're just like not doing a lot. Weird. All right, well, we won't play the Path of Peril unless we have to at some point. Preachers here is pretty good, I think. All right, so here comes Coco. All right, we're going to take a damage to play the Kalidas so that our Preacher can attack. And there's a chance we die here. No, board for 2. Yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do? Path of Peril? Innkeeper? I mean, if they have Wild Growth, we die. If they have another Chord, we die. Path of Peril doesn't really help in this spot. They had a weird draw that neatly countered Path, which is awkward. You don't die? I mean, I'm pretty sure Cletus doesn't give me... Oh, I guess I get some tokens off Cletus. Maybe we don't die. Alright, I'm in. They do get to stack a thing on top of their deck, though, and gain 1,000,000 life. So they're just keeping Coco on top, so we have to beat a Coco later. That's fine. And everything gets exiled except for the Malia. And then we get to go... And hopefully, I guess we can draw a discard spell. Path would be nice for that. Hate Amalia so much. I mean, people hate Vein Ripper a little bit, but they're going to hate Vein Ripper a lot more in a few weeks, I think. Yeah, Coco is beatable. Maybe they didn't see it. Wow. Really not sure what to do here. I feel like we're just extremely screwed no matter what. Path of Peril probably has to wait until next turn. Nothing. Oh, maybe I should have waited for it for next turn. Alright, let's just attack. Alright, let's just hope their Coco's bad. Let's just hope their Coco's bad. Oh my god. Captain Moral Support. I'm going to play the Ripper. We can certainly die, but I think it's more important that we get Ripper down than Preacher. If they combo, it's just very difficult for us to win anyway, because they just go up to 100. Subtap. Yeah. It was probably better to wait on the Thoughtseize. I just didn't even think about it. But, oh well. Alright, so they have Takanuma, which doesn't get back any combo-y thing here, which is nice. Not yet, anyway. But they can go Takanuma and find Wild Growth and play it and then kill me. They did. Damn. GG. Alright, well, unfortunately, 3-2, but some really good matches and really indicative gameplay of what you're going to expect when you play Pioneer. I think Sorin into Vein Ripper is an excellent addition to Rakdos midrange, and the Dust Legion Zealots really help fill out the curve. I would maybe lean on trimming one Preacher the Schism, and I know that Seth Manfield cut Dust Legion Zealot, and he added a Shieldred the Apocalypse to the main deck. Shieldred, obviously a great magic card. If you want to put one in your deck over any of those cards, I think that's more than fine. I kind of want another removal spell as well, so maybe minus a Preacher and a Dust Legion for a Shieldred and another Bitter Triumph or a Go for the Throat or something similar could be nice. Yeah, that's going to do it for the league today as well as the stream. So if you enjoyed yourself, make sure to hit the follow button on your way out. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I'm Tandy. I play Magic. That's what I do. Check out our sponsors, Brainstorm Brewery Podcast. They're a Slice of Life Magic podcast featuring some really talented individuals that are fun to listen to have a conversation. Moxfield.com is a great way for you to build and share deck lists with your friends. Apex Gaming, you can check out apexgaming.gg for more info about their 2024 tournament series held in Caldwell, Ohio. I'll be there with Ross Merriam every time doing commentary, so make sure to check out Apex Gaming and their Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Apex Gaming. And lastly, big shout out to our premium sponsor, Games and Comics Pair O Dice. GCPairODice.com is where you can find anything from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh! To Magic the Gathering, and now Disney's Lorcana. Games and Comics Paradise shop. Games and Comics Paradise is your one-stop shop. That's gcparodice.com. I'm Tandy. Check out my Patreon for written articles and sideboard guides, patreon.com/Tandy. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.